Okay. I wasn't sure. All right. Welcome to our assessors meeting. First order of business is to approve the minutes from November 18th. I believe we were all present for that, so we could do that.
Yes, I move that the the minutes of the previous meeting be accepted.
Okay, second, and unanimous of those who are here. Next order of business is number 3. I'll have you, Tom, make a motion.
I move that we approve the $982.21 in motor vehicle excise abatements for the month of November.
Second, and vote unanimous. We have already signed all of our recap sheets. You can tell we're moving at a quicker pace. It's cold, so we're trying to keep warm. No, they have the heat turned on here.
And our chairman's not here.
And our chairman's not here. Let's move it right along. Okay, for the exemptions.
Having read those and understand from our assessor that they all should be approved, I so move.
Okay, I second that motion for applicant A, B, C, D, E, and F, and that is unanimous. Number 6.
I move to approve the fiscal 2017 warrants and commitments as set forth.
Okay, which totals $11,150,476. I second that, and we are unanimous on that. Lisa, do we have anything else that we need to get caught up on?
Building permits, I have to get out and do those, and I have to key in everything that's been done since we had to freeze the system to get the tax bills ready to print. All the values got frozen.
Can you put them outside?
Yeah. I put the RFP in for our reval. It'll be in the paper today. They have to respond by December 30th. I have quotes here for somebody to do our personal property, which is really reasonable, $2,080 to actually go out physically, measure and list all our personal property, which is a requirement of the Department of Revenue. And I got a quote from Vision Appraisal, so hopefully they're going to put their RFP in, their quote in, and take a look at that and see if anybody else sends any.
How many pieces of personal property do they have to go out and measure?
We only have 32 right now that are active. We have a lot more than that, but we have a $10,000 threshold. So if you have under $10,000 in personal property, you're an inactive account, you don't get a tax bill. So, and that was, I think that was town meeting that did that before my time. So we'll see if they pick any others up. We do have a few more that I picked up, but I don't know if they're over 10,000, so I'm going to have to go out and take a look at it.
Okay. Do we have any new business that we need to know about?
Not right now. Personal property forms of lists and charitable organization forms are going to be being mailed out at the end of the month. So the businesses out there need to know they have to file those within by March 1st, so 90 days. And then of course we get into the budget season. Starting in January.
And again, you know what? Every time we get a chance to remind people of the value of what a building permit is about, not just the fact that it makes you legal, but it is part of your history of your property. And today, when you're going to sell your property later on, if we can't verify the information through the building department, what also might have helped you to verify you had a certain structure on your property and the number of years it might have been there is if the assessors had it on their records to be able to show that you did exist and it wasn't something you just did and you might be under a grandfathered issue. And I think Tom will agree. It's getting more and more important about the paper trail to your property.
Oh, absolutely. The buyers' attorneys are looking for that also.
So it's all about making sure you have done things legally. I know everybody wants to save a few dollars and they think that's going to be the way to do it, not getting a permit, but it shows up in home inspections, it shows up in legal verification of information, and the appraisers are checking data through building departments. Really, we are a good source for a backup for you on information on your property. If that card shows it existed and we can track it back, it may be something that helps you when you decide to sell your property.
And in the long run, it does catch up to you because we had a case where somebody put a 12 by 12 addition off the back of their house The Realtor came in and checked it out with the building department, discovered there was no building permit. Building inspector had to go out there and open the walls and the ceiling, and so he had to pull the permit, double the permit fee. He had to open the walls to make sure the electricity was, the electrical was correct. So at the end, it cost that taxpayer a lot more money.
Yeah. No, I think it's just a smart move. So other than that, I think where the real estate market has slowed down a little bit, typical of this month in general. It has been a good year for home ownership for people. I think our values did increase overall, correct,
They
Lisa?
did. They did at least 2% overall.
So it doesn't really affect your taxes. The assessment goes up. Tax rate, depending what we spend, is the determining factor of what you end up paying on your taxes. So hopefully we're moving forward, and you can look at your real estate still as a good investment and maintain it. And how are we holding up in our office with the, are we getting caught up or holding ground? I know we're working still, we've been understaffed for a long time. How are we moving along on that?
We're getting caught up, being closed 2 days a week, and as of January 1st, my clerk will be full-time. So it's all fallen into place.
Good.
And then in May, I'm going to put you in the budget to keep her full-time, which I don't think will be a problem.
And I think you will agree the new website has been updated, correct? You might
It's
wanna-
great. It's great. Yeah, check it out. We can put all our own items on there now. We don't have to wait for an IT person to do it. Everybody's in charge of their own website.
And it's pretty user-friendly,
It's
correct?
very user-friendly. Yeah. Yeah.
That's right, even I can use it.
Yeah.
Well, if we can use it, it must be user-friendly. Okay, there's nothing immediate, anything coming up that the public needs to be aware of, the due dates for
The
exemptions or anything?
exemptions are due March 1st. We only have a few left that need to trickle in. But if you think you're eligible, give me a call, or I'll send you the application and we'll get it out there, and you have until March. So just because you didn't get it before the tax bill goes out, doesn't mean you can't get it.
And some of them, Lisa, are kind of automatic, and some of them are tied into age and income, correct?
Right. If you're a veteran and you have a percentage disability, you have a letter from the VA, you're automatically eligible. If you're legally blind and you have a certificate from the Commission of the Blind in Boston, automatically eligible. All the others are income or asset driven.
And if they need a little help with the paperwork, we've always been able to help
They can
them
come in and
tweak
sit
it.
down with me and I'll help them. I'll do it over the phone.
Good.
I mean, if there's somebody elderly, I've gone out to their house and sat down and helped them fill it out so they don't have to leave. So
Okay, well, we are looking at a tentative date for January 13th for our next meeting. How is that
Friday the
holding?
13th.
Friday the 13th, we got a
Way to
couple
start
of
the
those.
year.
Interesting.
It's not the superstition part. I'm going to be out of town on the 13th.
Okay.
Well, we'll have to verify and make sure Conrad's not booked
Yeah.
out on something.
I mean, either the Friday before or the Friday after will be fine, but not that Friday.
Okay,
Okay.
all right. Well, we'll
have
verify
enough time
that, and
to-
you can let us know. Other than that, then I think we can entertain a motion to adjourn.
Which I will so move.
And I second, and we are unanimous. Thank you. Have a good holiday.